Hi, welcome to Zenagallery. My name is Zena, and I'm going to provide an energy reading for today. So let's see what we have here. All right, so the first message I have, now is not the time to be focusing on worldly things. Now is the time to be focusing on any type of financial issues. So any type of financial constraints, what is causing the lack of finances. Okay, it's time to use your, let's see, spirituality. So I'm getting like meditation and prayer when it comes to spirituality, and also your discernment when it comes to cutting things off that are just basically not healthy, not abundant, not just overall meant for your purpose or destiny, okay? And obviously that is what's, so this could be environment, this could be self-sabotage, this just could be maybe even a job or the lack of work when it comes to that is causing the financial constraint. So it doesn't have anything to do with the world. It will have to do with ourself individually. So that's what I'm getting. Let's see. Yeah, in order to open up newer possibilities. So obviously this could be any old possibilities or old routines that have been working on in order to get some new possibilities, then some old possibilities may have to go. Okay, it's preventing abundance and it is causing nothing but storms. And it's obviously whoever this reading is for, who it may resonate, man or woman. There's plenty of warnings. There is a warning. So I don't know if maybe intuition is blocked, spirituality, lack of faith, something is. Um, I'm just getting that whoever the reading may be for, they know because they're living in a storm, obviously. So this could be someone that's unfortunately not doing well, okay? And it's because there is a extra spirit or extra entity or external forces or anything that is an attachment within self or outside of ourself is causing this storm, okay? So make sure whoever this reading is for, man or woman, make sure you're focusing on your Holy Spirit. Maybe make sure you're taking action when it comes to your Holy Spirit and not being indecisive energy, okay? Or indecision or indecisive movement or indecisive spirituality and routine, okay? Um, when it comes to any finances or when it comes to any energy or any possibly external forces, so people outside ourselves, because it will or has continued to keep the situation all tied up, or even ourself from moving forward into abundance, or it could be purpose or destiny, or it could just be financial stability, or maybe even creating any type of finances. Okay, when it comes to any type of abundance, this could be because there is a jealous spirit around, possibly, or jealousy within self that could be preventing. So, like I said, this could be internal or external forces. Make sure you're taking action on that in order to even receive a blossoming abundance. Make sure you're taking action on life force energy, so mind, body, spirit. Make sure you focus on your individual journey when it comes to your individual journey. So let's say if somebody has a idea of how they want to make changes in their life, make sure you're having patience with your journey, especially if there is some personal healing that needs to take place, or working on personal healing, happiness, things like that, trying to figure out what your journey is. So make sure you're having patience when it comes to any type of healing and happiness and personal development, okay? Spiritual development when it comes to your individual journey. Make sure you're using your intuition. Make sure your intuition isn't being blocked. If it is, then obviously you need to possibly do spiritual cleansing, meditation and prayer, possibly seclude yourself when it comes to your temple path. So focusing on your personal relationship with God, not anyone else involved in your personal relationship when it comes to God. There may, just by focusing on that or doing that or being about that lifestyle, then obviously there's going to be hostility. So just be mindful that it's always going to be hostilities when you're possibly making changes for yourself. All right, let's see what else. So this is a little, that was the first reading, was like a little energy. That's what's the energy possibly with humanity or whoever it may resonate, spiritual man, spiritual woman. This next one is more about well, this reading here is about, let's see, a short little prayers in reference to the spiritual development energy, especially if someone is all tied up when it comes to finances or self-development, or just creating that moving that stuck energy, if there is any stuck energy. Again, this may resonate or may not. Just take it how it resonates or applies. So the first reading here is knock and it shall be open to you, Matthew chapter 7. Okay. Unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God, Mark chapter 4. According to your faith be it unto you, Matthew 9. Be not afraid, only believe, Mark 5. I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you, John 14. Okay, so those are really good. That is a reminder. I like to read King James Version, so if you're not familiar with King James Version, then you can go with the King James Version commentary. It kind of breaks it down into English terms, layman's, so you can get a better understanding of what exactly those chapters mean. Let's see what else I have. When it comes to abundance, visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you a great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually can become reality. Hold a steady vision, which is beautiful, helpful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. So make sure you're visualizing. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerful, positive words. Always describe your own and the world economic situation into loving and optimistic, and that is what you attract for yourself. Do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You also have to take positive action steps that you're being divinely guided to take. Constantly working on your priorities that will make them flourish into a luscious full garden. So yeah, that's what I'm getting off that the beginning of the reading. Make sure you're doing the work despite there may be some, weeds or entanglements when it comes to your garden. Okay, remind yourself this is your garden. Everybody's on an individual journey when it comes to the relationship with God. So make sure you're not allowing, people, place, or thing to basically stomp out your garden. Unfortunately, what's that saying? Sometimes you can't share your blessings with everybody if that's not what God's will is. Okay, it's not our will, it's God's will. So just make sure you're being mindful, especially this is someone that's just not doing good and they know they have a beautiful relationship with God and they know they feel in their faith and in their heart and in their intuition and their spirit that they deserve better. So just make sure you're doing the work when it comes to God and doing the work when it comes to taking positive action steps that you're being divinely guided to take. Okay, that doesn't, you have to do that so that it'll match up with your dreams and your prayer. You can't just dream and pray and then you're not doing the actions when it comes to taking the action steps. All right, that you're already being divinely guided. So that goes back to that storm warning, being stuck in a storm or being all tied up, and that is because there could be an attachment, there could be something that is preventing you, or it could be a lack of faith. Maybe the person is in a storm or a situation, but because your lack of faith, basically you got all these external forces or attachments or anything that's basically stomping you out because you scared. So that's what I'm getting, and it's causing all these hostilities, but it still goes because you're lacking faith. You're scared. So just make sure you're not being scared and having courage, which goes into the next card. Have courage and ask for help and accept help. Okay, asking for help is a sign of strength. It's as it is accepting it is offered to you. Very often when when we ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. So be sure to accept assistance as well as give it to others as you're being guided. So you got to do the work and ask for help. Conscious consumer, you have the power to heal and help the world with your decisions. Make sure you're buying products and services that are environmentally friendly, fair trades, organic goods, live simply, and purchase only what you need. So what I'm getting with that is not purchasing excessive stuff, maybe possibly just because it's brand or it's expensive. Be mindful of choosing organic goods, healthy, simple living, and purchasing only what you need. So Making sure that the decisions that you only buying products and services that are ethical, that you really need. So I'm just getting like, don't be wasting money on, things that you don't need. Okay. Savings. As you consistently save for your future is safe. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of self-care and a path feeling secure. So yeah, I'm getting savings. Okay. Not spending a lot of money, saving for your future, saving, setting aside any type of funds. That is considered self-care. When you know how to handle money, yeah, you feel good about yourself, you feel stability, you are stable. Okay, so just make sure you're letting go of any type of excessive spending. That's just what I'm getting there. All right, so next message is, when you allow light to shine brightly, you let go of guilt. You let go of guilt so you can forgive yourself for what you think you've done or haven't done. Trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are, and learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. So yeah, make sure you're letting go of any self guilt or just guilt in general about how and what you do with your life. And that's just what I'm getting. Okay, nobody's perfect. Everybody's entitled to want to live their own life how they want to live it, and the only person you owe an answer to is God, your creator. Okay, we're his creation. So don't allow anybody in this world to make you feel guilty, or you even feel guilty for living your life. And that's the message I got with that. Hold on one second, my throat chakra is just dry. Let me just take a sip real quick. Okay, gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. Who and what are you grateful right now? Grateful for right now. Keep focusing. Sorry guys, it's coconut water. It has the little coconut chunks. I'm losing focus here. Okay. Focus on gratitude and you'll discover amazing generosity of this universe. Okay? So yeah, gratitude. Be thankful for what you do have left. Especially, again, if there's a lack of funds or just going through stuff, just make sure you're just saving yourself, holding on to your stuff, and taking care of yourself, and being grateful that you even have that to build on and to keep it moving. Okay? Abundance mindset. And don't think all the things that you lost possibly, or all the things that you just don't have. Okay, just be thankful for the little that you do have, if you got something. Or if you don't got something, just be thankful that you have an opportunity to go and try and get something. Okay, and just start from there so that you can create stability. And that's just what I'm getting. I'm just getting like finances and possibly worry and stuff like that. So like I said, this is a self-development. There's no judgment here. This can apply or this cannot apply. Okay, don't force it. All right, abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it'll always be one day away. So make sure you're seeing, feeling, thinking, and speaking of abundance as something that you already have in the present moment. And that's what you'll experience. So yeah, so don't be thinking and feeling that, oh, I'm never going to make it. Like I said, you got to start somewhere. Okay. And if you don't have somewhere to start, then focus on that. You're going to start somewhere. Okay. And that's just what I'm getting. Like, as long as you're focusing on that abundance mindset, like your mindset is everything. If you focus on, all right, I have what it takes to get this done, or I'm going to focus on trying to have what it takes to get this done, then you have an opportunity. And that's how abundance comes in. All right. Instead of focusing on what you lost, woulda, coulda, shoulda, or what somebody else got, or how far and how fast, and it doesn't matter of all of this. Is a self-development, this is an individual journey, independency, when it comes to what is our individual mindset. Okay, and what do I need to do in order to start attracting or creating or making abundance for myself when it comes in financially, mentally, spiritually, physically, and not basically looking at what others may have, or feeling that we don't have as much as others. This is not about that. Okay. Let's see. Clearing any debts. Self-care involves removing heavy burdens, financial and emotional debts for your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing topics and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid any future ones is all. So yeah, what I'm getting with clearing debts is just kind of about like possibly like getting a spreadsheet or creating all your bills on a list, right? And seeing what you're paying. And if it's something that you can eliminate it based off that list you've created right then and there. You no longer need it, cut it out. So downsizing, okay? And downsizing doesn't mean like, oh, I'm pretty sure you could probably afford it, or if you can't afford it, who it doesn't matter. If it's just excessive and you don't need it anymore, and maybe that amount of money you were spending on this can go to something else, then this is what you got to do. Make adjustments. That's what I'm getting. So clearing debts, that is considered clearing debts. Make adjustments. Maybe, hey, I was spending $1,000 shopping all the time. You know what? Instead of that, when there's maybe a past due bill that needs to be paid, break it up and pay with that instead of shopping this. So like, be realistic when it comes to clearing debt, or just maybe I got a subscription that I know for a fact that I don't use, and it's not going to hurt me to cancel it for a year, and next year if I want it, then I'll get it. Stuff like that. All right, let's see what else. Two more decks and then we'll be finished. All right, when it comes to spirituality, make sure you're sharing your gifts. Okay, especially that could be for somebody who already has a gift, and start getting creative. Maybe you don't know your gifts, but share your gifts. Okay, it could possibly help yourself and help others. We're all in spiritual transformation. I like to say I'm a student of life. I'm always learning something every day. Hey, I don't know everything. We always learning something. Okay, so make sure that's what I'm getting. I'm getting share your gifts. By sharing your gifts, you're helping others and you're going through a spiritual transformation along with everybody else. Everybody else is on a different chapter. Make sure you're having patience with yourself. Make sure you're focusing on having patience with any new beginnings. Having patience when it comes to your life force energy. When it comes to your life force energy, make sure you're getting enough rest. Okay, when it comes to any past life, generational healing, or any type of trauma that could have came from our family or individual and ourselves, or just living life, the time we had here on earth, make sure you're resting. Okay, when it comes to past life healing, make sure you are working through past life healing. So I'm getting a lot of root chakra. Make sure you're lighting that fire under your butt to get these things done or working through it. There's no shame in the game. Okay, nobody, nobody, it's no shame. All right, so no judgment, no shame when it comes to any type of past lives or past life experiences or any type of chakra healing or anything that just is just dead and gone. It needs to be, changed. And whatever it is, it could be deep, it could be hurtful, it could be just not so great experience. Just make sure you're lighting fire to your ass on making wise decisions when it comes to that, okay? So that you can feel joy, express joy, inviting joy into mind, body, and spirit. And that's what I'm getting. And that's a beautiful place to be, right? Last deck and then we'll be finished. All right, so the first one is emotions. This is the affirmation. I release all strong emotions. I change my life, divine beloved, into one who can easily access all my feelings and let me bless and release any anger, resentment, bitterness. May I release in any emotions that are blocked, stagnant for happiness and contentment. So yeah, this goes with inviting that joy into your life, mind, body, spirit, emotional health, releasing any type of strong emotions, anger, resentment, bitterness, so that we can allow, forgiveness for self and others, and guilt and stuff like that, so that we can release any emotions that are blocking our happiness and contentment. Okay, make sure you're using your discernment and trusting your plan. God, grant me the discernment and detachment when it's needed most. May I honor any feelings deeply and fully let them go, trusting God's plan, God's will, not our will. So using your discernment to let go so that you can trust the plan that is divine for you. Nurturing, I am a spark of divinity. So this is another affirmation. God, beloved, divine, beloved, change me into one who accepts the body exactly as it is, seeing it as a vessel for love. Fill me with gratitude for this physical form. Let me nurture and care for myself in every way. So that's a beautiful affirmation. Nurturing, you are a spark of divinity. So you need to remind yourself and you need to take care of yourself that way, all right? When it comes to balance, your needs will be met. Dear divine beloved God, change me into one who can fully offer my schedule to God so my life can be in balance. Let me take a rest whenever it's necessary, trusting that one way or another all the needs will be met. So make sure you're getting rest, taking those naps. It doesn't have to be so much of a busy schedule. You putting God first, most high, you're saying your prayers, meditation. so that your needs can be met, so that you can be divinely guided with a divine balance, okay? When it comes to adventure, right now is not the time to ride the tide. So make sure that you're focusing on the changes within yourself, that balance, those naps, that resting, so that you can happily trust where you're being led to. And when everything doesn't make sense, you'll still feel happy and trusting that where you are being led to. So, don't, this can apply to whoever. Don't focus so much on adventure, especially if you're feeling not imbalanced and you feel possibly maybe the world or work or anything or anyone making you feel rushed. Go with, riding the tide and trusting that where you're being led, that eventually, if it doesn't make sense, it will make sense. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. When it comes to any desires or offer or any longings that belong to you, ask God, who offers all longings, to let you feel whole, knowing that everything will truly be handled in your from your source. So from most high. So any desires. So when it comes to any challenges, make sure you're embracing all tests. So basically, like being competitive when it comes to self challenge and self development. Allow yourself to go with the flow when things cannot change. Embrace all testing and release any fear of loss, knowing that all can be replenished with ease and by God's divine will. So yeah, what I'm getting is embrace any type of challenges, any test. I mean, this could even apply to possibly school or anything, or maybe work projects or just self-development changes, competitiveness within self. Make sure you're releasing fear so that you can, apply yourself to a test or any challenges, knowing that you'll be replenished with ease by divine will. So allow yourself to go with any flow, especially if it hasn't changed. So embrace the challenge, all right? All right, let's see. Rest in the unknown, which is any mystery, because you have divine beloved God, into one who rests peacefully in the unknown. Untimely actions are shown. So you're not alone. And in any uncertainty, deeply trust. May you live in the now and relax peacefully into unfolding, knowing all pieces of the puzzles will fall into a place at the right time and not a moment too late. And then the last one is available. You are open. Change me, divine beloved God, into one who can offer even the most problems, knowing you'll carry me to the right solution at the right time if I am utterly open and receptive and available. So, yeah, this one is just like in the most critical times, knowing that God will carry you to the right solution at the right time, as long as you're being utterly open and receptive and available to what, God and divine is communicating with you. That, again, that goes with using your discernment, being open to love, not being, shut down in your heart chakra or in your crown chakra or your third eye or your throat chakra, just your chakra system in general when it comes to communicating with yourself or receiving any type of spiritual enlightenment from Most High, which is God, and meditation and prayer and mind, body, and spirit, and work-life balance. So this one wasn't really bad. This is just a self-reminder, self-discernment, self-development when it comes to spirituality and practicality, balancing our needs when it comes to daily life and overall our abundance and any blockages. All right, so overall, that's the message that I have for today. Let's see, is it one more and then we'll be finished? 23 minutes. All right, let's see. Okay, so the message I have here is the little bird. Okay, make your heart sing. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is just a reminder to, like, don't close your heart off to things that are making your heart sing, and don't be fearful. And if there's anything that's holding you back, it's time to take some, directive actions, especially if you're being divinely guided from Most High. We don't want to miss out on things that are being presented to us because it's coming from a place of love versus coming from a place of lack mentality or poverty or the lack of abundance. Okay, so overall, that's the message I have for today. Thank you for watching Zenagallery, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. All right, bye bye.